Hi, I wanted to talk to you about how the housing market has changed over the past few weeks. Prior to the outbreak of the coronavirus, the Los Angeles housing market was extremely hot, but we have started to see some trends emerge that seem to indicate a cooling down market. Let's talk about some of those trends. Number one, let's talk about demand. Demand has slowed down and decreased by 7% over the past 2 weeks. Over the past 5 years, demand at this time of year, the spring market, typically the hottest time of year, increases about 6%. We're seeing a slowdown in that demand because there are fewer pending sales, which is how we measure demand. Fewer pending sales because sales that were already in escrow have dropped out, and also fewer buyers have been able to actually physically see houses, and therefore they aren't putting offers in and putting those houses in escrow. So let's expect to see this continue as long as people are confined to their homes in the California area. Supply and active inventory. This has decreased as well. In fact, last year at this time, there were 46% more homes on the market than there are today. There were a lot more choices for buyers last year. This also seems to make sense. Sellers have placed their homes in do not show status, which simply means they're active on the market technically, although they're not permitting personal and private showings for buyers. And some sellers have just not put their homes on the market when they otherwise would have. Expect this trend to continue as well until the coronavirus flattens out and we're seeing fewer cases. Number three, let's take a look at expected market time. Expected market time has jumped over the past few weeks from 48 days on market until 52. Again, just to review, expected market time is the amount of days between pounding that for sale sign in your yard and actually opening escrow. Having that creep up instead of go down again in the spring, typically the hottest time of year for home sales, is a definite indicator that the housing market is cooling. Now, technically at 52 days, we are still in a hot seller's market. But again, expect the expected market time to creep up as the effect of the outbreak is not yet subsided. Luxury market, same thing. Demand has decreased as well as supply. Demand has decreased about 9% and supply has decreased 5%. Many luxury homeowners simply have the wherewithal to go ahead and sit and wait this out and put their homes on the market once people are no longer confined to their homes. Despite the emerging cracks in the housing market, we're not going to see a plummet into the abyss and a huge wave of foreclosures and short sales like we did during the Great Recession, simply because the fundamentals of the underlying housing market are much, much stronger and very, very different. And for more details on that, please check out the video that I've linked below. We will keep monitoring the situation and keep you abreast of all things as they happen to develop. In the meantime, most importantly, stay safe, stay healthy, and shelter in place.